Hello everybody, and we're about to start a brand new Let's Play series of Dark Souls 3, and it should be a lot of fun. It's been a little while since I've actually played Dark Souls 3, but let's get into it.
Yes, indeed. It is called Lothric, where the transitory lands of the Lords of Cinder converge. In venturing north, the pilgrims discover the truth of the old words. The fire fades, and the lords go without thrones. When the link of fire is threatened, the bell tolls, unearthing the old lords of Cinder from their graves. Aldrich, saint of the deep, Farron's undead legion, the Abyss Watchers. And the reclusive lord of the profaned capital. Yon the giant. Only in truth, the lords will abandon their thrones. And the unkindled will rise. Nameless, accursed undead, unfit even to be cinder. And so it is that ash seeketh embers.
Okay, so let's throw our name in here real quick. Oh. We can go by Avanandrea, just for fun. We're going to be a female, young. Okay, so for our class, I was debating between a couple of them, but just for fun, let's go with the assassin, just because I've rarely ever used it. And you can turn any starting class into anything, so we're going to take the assassin and slowly transform her into a dark caster. Burial gift. Take the extra souls. Base preset is fine, probably. think the normal hair is pretty decent. I think we should be okay now. We don't have to spend too much time in our character creator. Let's just go with that. The Cemetery of Ash. And... okay. So our starting weapon is the S-Stock, it looks like. And we have, I think, the target shield. Granted, I do remember I am not the best at parrying in Dark Souls 3 for whatever reason. It just hasn't clicked yet. Cleric's Sacred Chime. It's kind of nice, actually. Because we will be casting later some Dark Miracles. And it takes a long time before we get to Caitha's Chime. So some of the backstory we're going to go for here is our mother was part of the Sable Church, and before she could actually really raise us, she was murdered, of course, as they always are. And we were kind of raised in like an orphanage of sorts and became an assassin, and we're just trying to uncover more information about what happened to her and the Sable Church in general. Ashen Estus Flask. Okay. Don't need that on right now. And Dark Souls 3 was actually my first Dark Souls game that I ever played. I played Bloodborne first, but then, as far as Dark Souls goes, this was my first one. I played them so out of order. Went Dark Souls 3, Dark Souls 1 remastered, then Dark Souls 2. Yeah, I still don't have the parrying down. Just never have. Okay, now this part we're just going to grab an item real quick. There's no real need to fight the giant crystal lizard at this stage. We don't even have a boss weapon to upgrade, so we don't really need the Titanite scales. Just grab your item and run. Oh boy. I don't think the S-Stock does much damage to these anyway. if I had to guess. But of course, the gorgeous views are still here. One of the better parts of Dark Souls 3 for sure is just looking around at everything. I mean, like, that is such a cool view right there. Like, you can see where we fight Udex Gundyr, and then we go all the way over there, and then you got Firelink Shrine. It's just awesome. Still can't parry. We'll just keep trying all again, I guess. It'll click eventually, but at an unknown time. Oh boy. I don't think there's anything over there. This guy we can just jump onto right here. Oh lord. Just fell right off there. It's going great. Dark Souls 3. It's already started. Okay, we got our fire bombs. And that is the cool thing about the S-Stock though, is that its weapon art is a pretty good piercing thrust that goes through shield defense pretty well. It's pretty decent. Okay, we have all this stuff cleared up. Let's throw on our fire bombs for the fight. Fire bombs should come in handy during this boss fight, during the second phase, if we need it. Okay, they're not gonna bug us anymore. Good old Udix Gundyr. Okay. Okay, the Ember restored. I just find it hilarious. We can't parry a single enemy not well. And we get Udix twice. That figures. Okay, so, do we get any cool descriptions? Coiled sword. Thrust into shrine bonfire to activate bonfire warp. Sword missing from the shrine bonfire. Cannot be equipped as a weapon. This sword is only bequeathed to those chosen Ash, as judged by the Udix, who awaits the arrival of Ash as a scabbard. Pretty cool. I feel like there's always items I forget at this area. Like down here. So building a dark caster should be a lot of fun just because we'll be able to use dark miracles, dark pyromancies, and dark sorceries. It's kind of the unique thing about Dark Souls 3 is that you have so much utility with your magic. And I thought that would be pretty cool to check out. Okay, we'll deal with the swordsman a little later. I don't need to really bug him right now. Get our ember, or the sword master, I should say. Homeward bone. Another ember. I think that should be everything. He's just looking off in the sunset, or the distance. I don't think there's anything over there. Let's go up this way next. Kind of seeing this. Just reminds me of Dark Souls 2. The seed of a giant tree is yet to fall. Okay, that's still locked. Okay, I'm gonna try to do this jump. Might take a little bit. Get an extra Estus charge right in the beginning, which is nice. And the covetous ring, which is always nice to have to start, because you get more souls. A silver ring depicting a snake that could have been, but never was, a dragon. Fallen foes yield more souls. Snakes are known as creatures of great avarice, devouring prey even larger than themselves by swallowing them whole. If one's shackles are a cause for discontent, perhaps it is time for some old-fashioned greed. I think that's it for this part up here. Then we got some good characters to talk to.
Ah, another one roused from the sleep of death. Well, you're not alone. We unkindled are worthless. Can't even die right. Gives me conniptions. And they'd have us seek the lords of Cinder and return them to their moulding thrones. But we're talking true legends, with the metal to link the fire. We're not fit to lick their boots. Don't you think? What a sick joke. Asking us to seek the lords of Cinder and return them to their moulding thrones. We're talking true legends, those who would link the fire.
Okay, I think we got his dialogue. It's always fun relearning the menus.
A pleasure to make thine acquaintance, Ashen One. I am but a humble handmaid of the shrine. Weapons, armor, trinkets, and spells. I've lots of little things to ease the burden of a weary traveler. And yes, I'm undead too, but not so charitable as to give my goods away. Ashen One, fetch souls and bring them to me. As is thy wont, no? Ashen One, If my wares are not to thy satisfaction, bring me umbral ash. With ash, I'll fashion new wares. Is it not our sorry fate to sup on death? Knowest thou of that soppy gossip? That cordial intrusion layeth the path to embers. And so thou art in need of a soapstone, ashen one. Then thy pockets will o'erflow with souls to trade to me.
I actually never
Ashen
looked at
one,
all of her
if
dialogue.
bring me with, is it not?
Okay, I think we got all of that. We're gonna want to purchase Soul Arrow. And I think that is it.
Ashen one, be sure to bring more souls.
You got good old Andre.
A newcomer, I see. I am Andre. I serve at this shrine as a humble smith, forging weapons. You're in search of the Lords of Cinder, I trust. A toilsome journey, I wager. You require good arms. Let me smith you weapons. I am a smith. Such is my purpose. Weapons and protection are sturdy enough by and large, but when overused, they'll eventually break. When their durability is low, repair becomes a necessity. Use a powder, or simply rest at a bonfire. But should chance impel them break, bring them me. I'll hammer them back into shape. They take no pleasure in breaking, I assure ye. So handle them with care, if you would. There are two ways to smith weapons. Simple reinforcement is one, and infusion the other. Reinforcement is straightforward. It strengthens a weapon without altering its property. Infusion is a more advanced form of smithing that infuses an element. Reinforcement requires titanite, and infusion requires gems. Bring the stones, and I'll do the smithing. It's my purpose, after all. In battle, your weapons are your only friends. Forge them well, and they won't let you down. Another matter. Infusing weapons with gems requires a special kind of coal. My humble coals won't be any use infusing more unusual gems. I know, it's an awful shame, but it's all I have. Oh, please don't give me that look. Believe it or not, I'm quite thin-skinned. Oh, by the way, if you find any Estus shards, bring them here. They can be used to reinforce either of your Estus flasks. Without those flasks, you'd want for life or focus, and they'll always stay with you. Why not treat them well, huh? Weapons and protection are sturdy enough, but when over...
Okay, I think we got all of his dialogue. Nice. Okay, I think we'll want 3 Estus and then 2 Ashen Estus to start with. We can't upgrade
Be
yet.
careful. I don't want to see...
I don't think there's anybody down here at the moment. This will start filling up later as we progress.
Welcome to the bonfire, unkindled one. I am a firekeeper. I tend to the flame and tend to thee. The lords have left their thrones and must be delivered to them. To this end, I am at thy side. Ashen One, to be unkindled is to be a vessel for souls. Sovereignless souls will become thy strength. I will show thee how. Ashen One, bring me souls plucked from their vessels. Ashen One, sovereign, I will show thee Ashen.
Okay.
Farewell, may the
Before we do that, let's just quick check. Okay, we need to have 10 intelligence. Oh, we already have that. Nice. Elementary sorcery fires a soul arrow. To use sorceries, equip a staff. Okay, pretty basic description.
Ashen predict the mark of ash will guide thee to the land of the lords. To Lothric, where the homes of the lords converge.
Okay,
Very
first we're
well.
gonna level up.
Then touch the darkness within me. Take nourishment from these sovereignless souls.
Okay, let's get our intelligence up just to make our soul arrow better. Okay, so for this playthrough, we're going to try to get our vigor up to at least 30, attunement up to around 30, endurance up to at least 20, strength up to probably at least 12, 14, dexterity up to 16, intelligence and faith close to 40. Intelligence has to get to 40 just to use, I think, great soul drugs. Okay.
Ashen One, to be unsovereignless, I will show thee Ashen
Okay,
One.
so nothing new there.
Farewell, Ashen One. May the flames guide thee.
And place the sword.
Ashen One, produce the coiled sword at the bonfire. The mark of ash will guide thee to Lothric.
Okay, I think we got all of that. Good.
Farewell.
Okay, now we're gonna try to take out the Swordmaster real quick for this episode. Which rarely goes well for me. For whatever reason, he is just a tricky little guy. Oh, we didn't even equip our spell. Let's do that real quick. Okay, so we have our staff. Good to go. I find it is not too bad just to lure him over here, get some space, and then use your weapon art of the S-Stock. He got us on that one. my god. We'll try that again. But kind of got stuck right on the wall. Couldn't even move. The cool thing is that death is not too big of a deal, just because you want to get a lot of deaths to Hollow, because you get 5 free souls from Yol later on, essentially, or 5 free levels. Because we're going to be going for that Usurper of Flame for the, I think that's the big ending. And I think you have to die a decent amount of times for those levels. Okay, let's get him over here again. Or have him not follow us. There he is. Good golly. We'll try this one more time. Pushing 40 minutes here. Didn't mean to do that. The easy way to take out the Swordmaster is to actually hop on the roof again, and you just shoot him with magic or fire bombs. Oh, that's not much damage at all. we got the Uchigatana now, which we're probably not going to be using, just because I've used it before and kind of want to try some new stuff. But we also got a lot of souls by taking out the Swordmaster. That's the main reason. You just want the extra souls.
Ashen One, produce the Muktoloth. Very well, then touch the dark egg nourishment.
Okay, we can get our intelligence up to 16 and then start working our vigor up.
Farewell, Ashen One. May the flames guide thee.
Okay, and there's one quick thing, just look at the thrones. So we will be collecting Yorm the Giant in the Profaned Capital, the Watchers of the Abyss, Holy King Lothric, Saint Aldrich of the Deep, and then we have Lilith the Exiled right here.
All that unkindled, and a seeker of lords. I am Ludlith of Corland. Look not in bewilderment as I say. I linked the fire long ago, becoming the Lord of Cinder. If substantiation be thy want, set thine eyes upon my charred corpse. This sad cadaver. No need to be coy. Have a closer look. Knowest thou of our purpose? 5 thrones will take 5 lords as kindling for the linking of the fire. The fast fading flame must be licked to preserve this world. A reenactment of the first linking of the fire. So it is, I became a lord of Cinder. I may be but small, but I will die a colossus. Knowest thou of 5 thrones?
Okay, pretty cool. So Lilith will help us transpose weapons, I believe, from fossils. So he is good to have around, and I think that's going to do it for our introductory to Dark Souls 3. In our next episode, we'll be heading on over to Lothric. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in, and we'll be talking again real soon as we go on our new adventure.